jury that their minor crime of trespass was needed to stop larger crimes of CIA covert actions in Central America and elsewhere. In his closing argument, Hoffman told the jury, "I grew up with the idea that democracy is not something you believe in or a place you hang your hat, but it's something you do. You participate. If you stop doing it, democracy crumbles and falls apart. Young people, if you participate, the future is yours." Throughout the 80s, Hoffman traveled extensively across the country speaking on college campuses and was the major advisor for such activist groups as National Student Convention 88 at Rutgers University and Student Action Union, helping student activists learn tools and strategies for building effective, democratically structured movements for social change. Hoffman married 3 times to Sheila Karklin, Anita Kushner, and Johanna Lorentzen. He had 3 children, Andrew and Ilya, with Sheila, and Amerika, with Anita. He wrote 7 books, including several classics that have since helped to define the culture and politics of his time. Abbie Hoffman will forever be remembered as an activist who inspired young people to question authority, as an American radical who introduced humor and theater into political organizing, and as an embodiment of a hopeful era in which millions of people throughout the globe embraced their democratic potential to help create a better world.
Foreword to the 2021 edition. It was in the early 1980s that Abbie Hoffman spoke at my college, and I signed up to attend his summer community organizing program. That program never materialized, but fortunately I still got to go to school with Abbie. He lived his life by putting his beliefs and values into practice. He didn't just talk the talk, he ran with it. He was lots of things, but to me, he became a funny, insightful, and strategic teacher. Every time I pick up and read one of his books, I'm reminded of what a great writer and storyteller he was, and just how important his life and words are to those of us who dream big. Steal This Book is not just a stroll through a directory of the who, what, and where of the counterculture movement in the 60s. And it's way more than an anti-capitalist manual on how to live free, the proposed title change suggested by a Doubleday Publishing vice president who said he'd sell it if Abbie just changed the title. Over 30 publishers rejected it initially, but after 50 years, it's still going strong. This book grew out of a generation experimenting with life outside of capitalism and the ruins of the state. A life where people were looking for liberation from racism, sexism, class, and war. Abbie wasn't just writing about what he saw. He was living it, testing it, pushing limits every which way. And it made people uncomfortable. You might ask, isn't this all out of date? No, I say. Sure, some things would be different today. Maybe some vegan or keto recipes would be thrown in, or maybe Abbie would include a chapter on social media. But capitalism is a scam no matter what decade you're writing in, and this book is about how to scam the scammer. It helps you train your eye and your mind to look for and see the abundance of opportunities that exist. It is an endless, creative endeavor. It's timeless. I mean, for real. You can still furnish your room or house with the free stuff shown in the bonus PDF and learn how to re-sole sandals with rubber tires so you can literally be in the moment as the rubber hits the road. But it isn't just free stuff and repurposing. Abbie was funny as hell and a mischievous prankster, but he was also deadly serious about what we were up against and the choices we had to make. Like, how do we stop the police state and its infiltration of our organizations and movements? Abbie makes it easier to resist, providing tips for if you have to go underground. Some ever-useful advice? There is nothing better than having a few alternative IDs. Still easy, if not easier, to do today with all the fancy technology. Abbie liked to rock the boat, but he was also always trying to make things better. In Steal This Book, Abbie lays out what he calls a potential action program for our new nation. The chapter headings in the Table of Discontents spell out the demands of a free society. Free food, free clothing and furniture, free transportation, free land, free housing, free education, free medical care, free community.